The Kizer Defensor Edition, the Blackout series. The knife you just never knew you needed until you see it. This knife is just awesome because it is blackout, it looks really good, and it is extremely sharp as well. So this is the Defensor series. It is made for self-defense purposes, a weapon of last resort that you use for EDC. If you're walking in the middle of nowhere and a huge tiger or a bear comes at you, you know what you do? You run. You know what you don't do? You take this out and try to defend yourself. But if it is a small animal, like a wild wolf that's gonna go right after you and you need to defend yourself, well, maybe this thing is gonna hold you against it. Or just maybe it's gonna scale off some intruder. Now, I'm not gonna go into the scenario why you might actually specifically need this, but this is great to put on your bootstraps if you're camping, if you're fishing. Just have something extra on you, and then you just pull it out and you take it out. It has this exoskeleton kind of a look, reminds me of a Terminator, and it looks kind of really good in some ways, like a fish kind of a stick right at the top over here. It's not double-edged, it's only single edge with surrogate edge right over here. This edge is absolutely dual. Now this could be used for spell fishing as well. If you get like a bamboo stick and you go, and if you're stranded in the middle of an island, middle of nowhere, I could definitely see how something like this could be really useful. You just go ahead and go into the water, stab a few fishes and find yourself like a meal. Or if you're in a wild river, you can go ahead and try to throw this. Maybe you'll catch some animal with it or something like that, especially if you mount this to a spear. Now, another thing that you can actually do this with is potentially just put this in a place such as right here, take it on you, and then if you need to get your weapon out, voila, you get it out. Really impressive. Looks pretty good. The knife itself is not too long, it's not too big, but sometimes you need a blade, and you need an easy blade for you to use to get it out, like a fixed blade, and it's all metal. The whole entire thing is legit all metal. So for those of you who are looking for an interesting knife that is different than everything else that you ever seen, this specific Defensor is the one for you to consider getting for yourself. Now let's go ahead and check it out. How does it hold well when it comes to testing it out? It's sharp right out of the box itself. So next thing over here, we have a bunch of different things for us to go ahead and cut. And let's see how well it performs under each and every one of those. So first off is this. Great job. Cut it off. This is paracord. Cut it off as well. Long piece of rope. For those of you who are survivalist. Now, if you're a survivalist, don't recommend this knife. This is not for thick rope. Obviously that was a fail, so keep that in mind. That's not for that kind of a rope. When it comes to like wood pieces, yeah, it's pretty good. Got everything super dirty, but it works, it does its job. It's kind of loose and it looks great. I like the way it actually works, but you gotta know what its purpose actually is, and specifically if you're looking for this kind of knife, you know exactly what it's for, and therefore you know the capacities and capabilities of this. This would be a great knife. Otherwise I would skip and find something else for you, especially since it's a specialty knife. It is great for specialty use only, but It also looks really jamming, and it has this Dominator styling that I really enjoy and like when I use it. So if you do think about getting something like this, understand its weakness and its strengths and its highlights, and then of course decide for yourself if you should get this or not.